edition of Powered Up and Plugged In. I'm Jack. This is Karen.
Hi, everybody, and good morning.
Absolutely, with Palmore Real Estate. And we're so happy that you took time out of your day to join us for today's show. We've got a very interesting guest coming up on this edition of All Around Town, and we think you'll find him very, very interesting. And
Yeah,
very
I
talented.
think so. Some of you younger generation will find him very interesting.
Absolutely, absolutely. What a great guy he is.
Yeah.
First of all,
Yeah, he is. He is
and very talented.
just a very nice young man.
He really is. He really is. Hey, how about those Dallas Cowboys?
How about those Cowboys? Those are my boys.
My goodness,
They played a great game the other night.
Yes, they did. And from what I understand, that's the first road playoff victory for the Dallas Cowboys since 1992.
That's since Troy years.
Yeah, Troy's years. It sure was.
a long time
Troy
ago.
and Emmett and Michael Irvin, the whole group.
Yeah.
Moose.
Moose, yeah.
What a team that was.
Yeah, it
My
was a team.
goodness gracious.
But yeah, I'm real proud. I just hope the team that showed up this last Sunday shows up this coming Sunday for the game.
Yeah, they got the monkey off their back about never beating Tom Brady.
Right.
And they put so much pressure on Brady. He had an un-Brady-like performance, threw an interception, his first interception in the red zone since, back in the early playing days with
Yeah.
New England.
Yeah.
So broke that little spell that they had, and the fact that the Cowboys have never beaten Tom Brady.
Never beaten them until last Sunday.
Yeah, last Monday.
Last
actually.
Monday. Yeah, it was Monday. Sorry. I get, confused. Jack and I we felt so silly because we were watching it from the house and we were like, woo, high-fiving.
Oh, we were crazy.
We were
It was-
crazy.
It was so good to see the Cowboys play up to their potential.
Yeah, I was a little worried at the first two drives. That
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this ain't
Well,
going to
I
be
think
good.
the first two series on offense they were getting out the jitters and the bugs and all this stuff and all the drop passes.
Yeah, and now the speculation is what's Brady got to do now? Is he going
Yeah.
to retire again and then come back and retire again and come back?
Well, we'll see if
Yes. We'll see.
if he does.
Yeah.
If he does. But anyway, the Cowboys go out to the West Coast this Sunday to take on the San Francisco 49ers, the hottest team in the NFL. They have won 11 straight
They
games.
have, and they've got a rookie.
Yeah. Brock
Mr.
Purdy.
Irrelevant?
Yeah,
Irrelevant
He was the very last person taken in the draft
the
last
very
year.
last person.
But he was really a good quarterback when he played for Kansas State.
Yeah.
Or Iowa State, I should say. And he is a very good, proven quarterback, and he can run, too.
Excuse me.
Cowboys have got to worry about him. They got to worry about Christian McCaffrey, and they've got to worry about Joey Bosa on defense because
Yeah.
he is a monster.
He is a monster,
So-
and that McCaffrey, he's fast.
Keep our fingers crossed for the Cowboys.
They clocked him at 20 miles per hour.
A little over 20 miles an hour.
That's
fast for a
it's
human
inhumane,
being.
is what it is.
It really is. But anyway, our good luck thoughts and wishes are with the Cowboys. Hey, in another scenario, if the Cowboys win, of course, the Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles play on Saturday.
That's right.
So if the Cowboys win, it'll be an all NFC East division teams
Right.
for the NFC Championship, and the winner goes to the Super Bowl.
That's right. I mean, the Giants are up against a tough team with the Eagles, so, that could go either way. They're both
could.
playing pretty well.
They really
So,
are.
You know,
So let's hope the Cowboys can pull out a victory on Sunday afternoon, and we'll know who they're going to be playing with.
right.
Well, more classified documents have been found at President Biden's home.
Yeah,
It just gets
crickets.
worse and worse.
Crickets. Crickets. The press secretary says, go to the DOJ, and they go to the DOJ, and the DOJ says,
say nothing.
go to the press secretary. So,
Yeah.
and the DOJ is not supposed to speak to the press anyway. So
Well, that's
it's
true.
just like,
Very true.
okay, let's be equal here. They treated Trump like poo-poo. And now Biden's going to get off just like Hillary did.
Well, we'll see. And hopefully, if Jim Jordan and the Republican led House of Representatives have anything to say about it, they will find all the dirt they need.
Yeah, follow the money.
the
That's what I mean. In a lot of these things, follow the money. Where has the money come from? I mean, follow the money. I mean, talk about quid quo pro, you know, that they blame Trump for. I think there's a little bit going on there.
No question in my mind, but I'm not
Just
a
saying.
TV commentator either. So,
No, we're not. We're just, you know, we're just talking.
yeah, absolutely. The
We're
weather
just having
has turned
kitchen
off a
talk.
little bit
Kitchen
cooler.
talk.
We got a nice little unexpected shower the other day.
We did
Enough to
get our dog wet.
get our dog wet and mess up the windshield on my car.
Yeah.
But other than that, we appreciated it very much.
But we do need some rain.
But here in Texas, you never know.
Yeah.
I mean, you just never know what the weather's going to do. Yesterday was such a beautiful, beautiful spring-like day yesterday, actually.
It was. It was a nice day.
And then today, it's a lot cooler, and you're going to have to wear a jacket
Yeah, it's windy.
for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, it's windy. But, you know,
We'll see.
You know,
Each
it's
day
Texas
is
weather.
different.
You never know.
Each day is different in the state of
That's
Texas.
right,
That's
that's
why we
right.
love it. Keeps us guessing. We don't know whether to wear shorts or sweatsuits.
Right. And some wear, you know, shorts and sweatshirt on top. So it's like funny. But, you know,
Absolutely. Well, this week we invited a young man to our studios to visit with us. He is an outstanding young fella that is in two bands right now as the lead singer. And he has a great musical vocal range. And what a pleasant young man. His name is Daniel McMullin, and he's from right here in our area.
very talented kid.
And he is the subject of this week's All Around Town. Hi, everyone, and welcome to another edition of All Around Town. And as we normally do, we like to feature things like new businesses and people who have a very interesting story to tell and are very interesting themselves. And today is no exception. Today we have Daniel McMullin with us, who is a singer extraordinaire. I'm telling you, I've heard the man sing up at the field office. You've got quite a range, don't you?
Yeah, man, definitely. It started when I was a little kid doing voice impressions.
Really?
Yeah, to Disney movies. Lion King, Aladdin, all that stuff. Robin Williams was always one of my big favorite actors, so doing voice impressions got me into singing from Disney movies. Yeah, it's great.
That's great stuff. Now, how long have you been associated with a band?
So my original band, In Search of Sight, I've been doing shows with them since about 2011. And so about 12 years now, coming up on 13. And with my other band, the tribute band, I've been playing with them since 2021.
You guys, y'all went all over the place, all over Texas and up north on a recent tour, right?
Yes, sir. We were in Chicago and El Paso, Las Cruces, all down south of Texas. Just got back from Oklahoma City, playing pretty much all around the region, anywhere that'll have us.
Now, your tribute band, what type of bands do you kind of pay tribute to?
We tribute a band called System of a Down, who put out their first album, I think, 1998. And the good thing about being in a tribute band that tributes System of a Down is System doesn't play any shows, really. Right. So I think they only have one show on the books for this entire year. So they kind of stay out of our way, as it were. And we can kind of fill that gap for other people that never got to see them, especially around Texas, because they didn't play a lot of shows down here. Sure. So a lot of people that we play for are kind of like what I call system deprived. So they either never got to see him or they only saw him one time. And so we get to be their chance to try and kind of scratch that itch for them. You know what I mean?
Now, is your band going to be playing anywhere around this area?
Yeah, so on February the 25th, Lawson Hollywood is playing at the Amplified Live in Dallas over off Technology, which used to be Gas Monkey Live, Gas Monkey Bar and Grill, excuse me. And then my original band, In Search of Sight, will be playing at the same venue on April 1st. Yeah, at the outside stage.
Any plans for recording?
Absolutely. My original band, In Search of Sight, we have an album right now, currently ready to go. We finished recording end of 2021-ish, around there, and we've just been finalizing everything and getting all the media stuff ready, the secondary stuff, music videos, release schedule, all that kind of stuff. So we have original music that will be out this year very soon. We have a music video coming out in a few weeks.
Now, if any of you have a club or a venue that features bands, can they get in touch with you guys about coming and playing for them?
Yeah, absolutely. Easiest way to get in contact with us is through our Facebook page. You can get a hold of me or Russell for In Search of Sight, and then Carlos for Lost in Hollywood. It's pretty easy to get a hold of us.
What is the Facebook site?
It's just In Search of Sight. If you just go to Facebook search and you type in Search of Sight in the bar, it will be the only one that comes up. And that's not an accident. We picked a name that nobody else was using, and nobody's picked up on that since. So we should be the only one that anybody uses.
Now, what's the immediate plans that your band has?
Well, right now is to keep playing with Lost in Hollywood as much as we can to try and build our brand up so that we can try and get into some of the more national tribute shows, because they have shows in Las Vegas. They've got a big tribute festival show over in Oklahoma City that they do every year. We're trying to get in with those so that we can, like I said, try and expand our brand a little bit.
Well, we've got a little help here from our helper, so hopefully we get all of that. Well, Daniel, we want to thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come visit with us. We always like to feature people from this area that are talented, that have so much to give to people. We featured artists here, local artists, and brand new businesses to promote our area. It's a good area to live in, and there's our.
Our plus one.
There's our plus one. Yeah, she's got to be in the interview, but now she's all ready. But Daniel, thanks for taking time out. We appreciate it, and anything we can do to help promote the van, just give us the information. We'll put it right here.
Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you having me out here, and I'm definitely from the area. I've been here my whole life.
Oh yeah.
I'm from the Arlington side, but I'm always out here too. So.
Yes, you are. We see him at the field office all the time. That's it for another edition of All Around Town. Thanks, Daniel, again. We'll have another interview for you coming up in next week's show, but we'll have more of today's show for you coming up right after this.
And we're back.
We are back. What a nice guy.
He's a very interesting young man. I mean, he has been in theater probably his entire life. And
theater
been
and
in musicals
high school
at Casa
choirs.
Manana, yeah. So,
A very interesting story behind Daniel, and we wish him and the band all kinds of good luck.
Yeah, if you go out to their Facebook page In Search of Sight, you can see some of their music. It probably won't, appeal to everybody, but, the younger crowd and the younger generation will love it.
Absolutely, they will.
But he's got a fabulous voice.
He really does. He's got such a vocal range, and he
Yes.
said his idol growing up was Freddie Mercury.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
One of my faves.
Yeah, because he's got
Queen.
Freddie had such a wide vocal range,
And he did.
and he did. Yes, he did.
He did.
There's a lot of things coming up this weekend that you and your family might want to get involved in.
Yeah, we got the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo continues to go on.
It does.
Hold on just a second. It's still it will go through February the 4th.
Right.
One of the functions this weekend is the 40th anniversary of Fiesta celebration.
Celebration.
Fiesta, yeah, it's called Fiesta Night at the Rodeo, and it's Friday, January the 20th, and it's from 5:30 until 12 a.m. and it's at Will Rogers Memorial Center.
Yes.
So you can, and I don't know that you'll need to go on events and locate the tickets. I'm not sure exactly what they cost, but that's one of the events going on this weekend at the rodeo.
And that's not the only thing that's happening in and around our area either.
Yeah, nope. There is a cornhole tournament and coat drive. So it is serving a purpose. So they're trying to get donated coats. And that's going to be at Panther Island Brewing. And that's Saturday, the 21st from 3 to 6.
Absolutely,
And
they
I
are.
imagine that they're probably selling tickets. And that donation probably will go towards, the coats.
So if you have a good cornhole team or even a bad cornhole team, you'd like to get involved with the tournament and help out with a good cause, all you have to do is get in touch with the Panther Island Brewing, and they'll give you all of the details.
Yeah, you can find these events on Tarrant County Events, and just Google it, and it'll come up and click on this weekend, and it comes up with all kinds of stuff that you can go to. Another one coming up is the South Lake Spring Festival,
Ah, yes,
and I had to think to myself, Spring Festival, it's January,
right.
but apparently it marks the beginning of the Lunar New Year.
I gotcha.
So,
All right,
and
so that's
it's
a good
Saturday,
thing.
January the 21st from 12 to 4.
And that's at the South Lake
Town Square. Yes, it is.
If you've never been there, it's quite an experience. Actually.
Yeah, it's very nice out there on the town square. So,
If you can find a place to park.
yeah, that's key. That's very key.
That is it. Well, it has been interesting. We did want to tell you that the real estate market is now, if you've been looking to buy a house, there's a lot better chance for you. I mean, I saw something the other day that there's like 50% more homes up for sale, and with the market settling down,
It's normalizing.
yeah, it's normalizing that the sellers are not asking astronomical amounts of money over the sales price or the asking price of their home, and they're even starting to negotiate with you.
And I
So-
want to just brief comments about it. If you had your house on the market and it's either expired or canceled, I don't know the reasons why it didn't sell. It's been so hard to do the pricing, the market analysis, because of the way the people played over the list price has skewed the actual cost or
Right,
market
right.
value. And you got to remember the market values, what people are willing to pay for
Correct,
that house.
correct.
And I think the pricing, in order to sell your home, you're going to have to be logical
Yeah.
in determining the price.
Absolutely.
In lots of times, the price is what is
Well, if you
the main
have
factor.
questions, look down below me, right below me, right here, as you see, right there. There's a telephone number you could call to reach me and Karen, and we'd be happy to sit down and talk with you, or even more importantly, come out and visit with you and answer all the questions that you may have of putting your home up for sale, or even if you're wanting to buy a home. Now's a good time to buy, because even though the interest rates are like at 7% right now, it's still low compared to what it has been in the past, and we feel that the interest rates will drop down in the next couple of years and you can refinance it.
Also, I wanted to just mention something. Our web page is palmorerealestate.com. And I'm going to be putting out there in the next few days links to landing pages where you can find guides to buying, tips on how to sell your house or what not to do, and some different things. I'm also going to put out there where you can subscribe to for a digital version of this magazine that we send out to our past clients.
Very true.
It's a very lovely magazine, but we're sending it out digitally. So if you're interested, there'll
Just
be
let us know.
some links. I just got to get them out on the webpage. Also, you can see we put our podcast out there on our
Yeah.
website as well if you want to go there to watch it.
Absolutely. We would appreciate it if you checked it out and give us your feedback on it. Well, I'll tell you what, it has been a great show. If you have an idea or suggestion, or a person like Daniel that we had today that's very talented or do something special in their lives, get in touch with us, and it's very easy to do. Go to our Facebook group page. Daniel pretty well summed it up. go to Facebook, go to your search bar, type in Powered Up and Plugged In, and that takes you right to our Facebook group page where you can see what's going on. We ask sometimes questions. I put out there the other day, if you have baby pictures that you'd like to feature here on the show, on a future show, start sending them in, and they have started sending them in. But just join us for that and become a member of our Facebook group page. And there's also another way they
Yep.
can get in touch with us.
They can also email us at pluggedin2024@gmail.com. So
Absolutely.
that's how you can get in touch with us.
That's very true, and we would appreciate it. And we enjoy so much bringing you good news about our community. It's a great community to live in with some great folks that live here, and we like to spotlight them as much as we possibly can.
And a shout out to Lighthouse Fellowship Church.
Uh-huh.
We're going to have the pastor on in the future,
In the future,
from that
yeah.
church.
To talk about what's going on there.
Prayers to everybody there.
And hello to all of our East Texas members out there. We appreciate you joining us and being with us each week. It's been a lot of fun this week, and we hope you'll join us next week for another edition of Powered Up and Plugged In. So for Karen, I'm Jack. God bless you. God bless our great country, the United States of America, and be kind to one
Yes.
another.
It's free.
Doesn't cost you anything.
Doesn't cost a thing.
Till we see you next week, have a great weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye bye, everybody.